Welcome to our video on colour perception. Today we'll be exploring how our eyes see colour, the fundamentals of colour theory, the difference in colour perception between males and females, and some fascinating colour facts.
First, let's understand how our eyes work. Light enters the eye through the cornea, passes through the lens, and hits the retina at the back of the eye. The retina contains photoreceptor cells called rods and cones. Rods help us see in low light, while cones are responsible for color vision.
How we see color. We see color because of the cones in our retina. There are 3 types of cones, each sensitive to different wavelengths of light: red, green, and blue. When light hits these cones, they send signals to the brain, which combines them to produce the colors we see.
Did you know that males and females can perceive colours differently? Studies suggest that females often have a broader range of colour perception due to genetic differences. This means they might see more subtle variations in colours than males. Men are also more likely to be colourblind.
Do men and women perceive colors differently? Even when compared to males who have not been diagnosed with color blindness, women seem to be able to distinguish between colors more easily than men. This allows women to more accurately identify the color of an object that may be between 2 similar hues, like blue and green. This is because there are 3 dimensions that help with color perception: hue, saturation, and brightness. All of these are stimulated by wavelengths of light. Males require a longer wavelength of light than women to distinguish between colors, most likely because their brains are wired differently. How are men's brains wired differently to women's brains? The male brain is wired from front to back with few connections across the 2 hemispheres. Women, on the other hand, have more wiring from left to right, so the 2 hemispheres are interconnected.
Colour theory is the study of how colours work together and how they affect our emotions and perceptions. It involves studying hues, tints, tones, and shades, as well as other colour wheels and classification of primary, secondary, and tertiary colours. Colour theory affects how we perceive colours through the interaction of light, our eyes, and our brain. When light reflects off an object, it enters our eyes and is detected by cone cells in the retina, which are sensitive to red, green, and blue wavelengths. These signals are then processed by the brain to create the perception of various colours. This process, however, can be influenced by factors such as lighting conditions and surrounding colours. Additionally, colour theory explains phenomena like colour blindness, where deficiency in cone cells affect colour perception. Overall, colour theory helps us to understand the complex way in which we see colours. Remember the dress that went viral on social media? Some people saw it as black and blue, while others saw it as white and gold. This phenomenon is due to how our brains interpret colours under different lighting conditions. Similarly, the shoe that appears pink and white to some and grey and teal to others is another example of this fascinating effect.
In conclusion, our perception of color is a fascinating interplay between the biology of our eyes and the processing power of our brains, from the way our eyes capture light to the psychological effects of color. Understanding color perception helps us appreciate the vibrant world around us. Thanks for watching!